All right. Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brian the Grizzly. What is
What's
up?
up? What's up?
So just me and you this week, man.
It's okay. There's
Yeah.
no one to break us up and tell us, hey, stop talking about stuff. Keep on going on
Or hopefully one of us look at the time. Like, all right, hold on.
Oh, wait, we've been talking about this for 15 minutes.
Yeah. But it's getting that time of year, end of year, December. So, getting ready for holiday parties, all that good stuff. So it's all good, but yeah, man, we got a few things on the show list tonight. We're gonna talk about Violent Night. We're gonna review that, which I cannot wait to talk about that thing, man.
That was
yeah. Joker 2. We got our first look at Joker 2, and we'll watch a couple trailers or so, and then talk about some other like trending nerdy topics.
Yeah, I'm like James Gunn.
Yeah. So we were talking about that before we went live. We're like, well, hold on, let's go live with it. Man, let's see if I can find that tweet, because that was something else, man. So who is it? Den of Nerds, Josh Nerds put something up. Excuse me. He put something up where James Gunn doesn't like Henry Cavill. Yo, what's up?
This is Sergio. What's up, man?
Speaking of, Sergio joined us for our interview with the vampire comparison video. He did the live with us last week, and the separate character breakdowns are coming out this week. And our Louis video came out earlier today, and it's doing pretty good for us. Pretty good. I mean, for us, it's doing good. According to our standards. So,
hey, I watched it. It was pretty good.
It was. I remember watching it.
And I like hearing the different opinions. That's why the thing I like mostly when we have multiple people around, people see it differently, and seeing that kind of intrigues me more. I could go back and re-examine the way I feel about things. I've been asking other people about it the last couple of weeks. Like, hey, what do you guys think?
Yeah. We got a few things, comments in there. Who somebody was like, well, we saw one comment, and then somebody else was just like, like they were too much of a fan of the book, to see it done any other way than what they envisioned in their head. Well, they didn't, but that's what
they also were like, I get movie. When you see, if you're adult in the about 1994, that's going to be your ideal of how good that something should be and how it should be played and portrayed.
Yeah. So we've been getting some pretty good comments and stuff like that. But dope to hear, guys. Yeah, it's super awesome. And that's just Louis, man. I can't wait to Lestat's coming out tomorrow. Claudia, I think is gonna have a lot of things on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be all this week. Every morning was just our interview with the Vampire Week, I guess. Before Christmas.
Hey, you see the live show? How many views we had a live show?
Yeah, it's definitely probably top 3, if not probably number 1 live show. And I really didn't. We did the one with
the Batman was high up there too.
Not the live show though. The edits were. I don't know if the Wakanda Forever one's really high, but I also cut that one up. So I cut up a lot of it. So I left the live part of it of just us reviewing or us talking about Wakanda Forever. But this is all unfiltered, unedited. Yeah. And I looked at it, I was like, wow, it's over 200 views already. And for us, it's pretty good for a live show. So, but we really appreciate House of Nerd Show coming in.
Yeah.
Checking us out. But yeah, and then go check out House of Nerd. They did, it sucks I can't, me and you, obviously, we don't watch their Sunday show.
Literally, we're watching House of Nerd right until we go on live on Sunday. Mm-hmm. And then even then I paused it. I was like, all right, hold on, I'll come back to this.
Yeah, that's what I did. So after our show, I went back and finished watching it and stuff like that, and then talking about some of this stuff. There's one comic book they were talking about. I wrote it down. It's on my list upstairs because my pull list keeps getting longer and longer. It's like, damn it. But some of these independent ones, man, I'm like, I really want to get into some of those. But Batman Spawn, he brought up, and I'm like, yes. Yeah, I cannot wait cannot wait for Batman Spawn. I think it comes out Tuesday.
It comes out tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, I believe.
Tomorrow, yeah. We got Coat Lords in. What's up, Coat Lords? Oh man, I was
at their Nope trailer yet?
I did
their Nope review. Yeah.
Review. I was at work, so I didn't get a chance to comment. But I had the earbuds in, and I was listening to them and stuff like that. So yeah, so go check that. Go check them out. That Jason
Fabric.
Fabric cover of Batman is sick. Which one's that one?
Wait.
Because I don't know the artist names like that. With this one, there's so many like covers.
I've only seen like 3, but I know
all
of them
are
a lot.
Like,
really?
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Right
I do want to buy the one where Batman is like overlooking Spawn, and then it's just flipped where Spawn's overlooking Batman. I kind of want to buy both of those just to have those like up. Like, I think having those two together would be cool.
It was funny. I went to my I went to my comic book store today, right? He was like, "Why are you coming today? Tomorrow's the day." I was like, "I have a few extra minutes," so I just grabbed a few things real quick.
Nice. Yeah. There's like 50 covers for issue 1. There's a
look at them.
bunch.
Oh my god,
there's a bunch. One of them is like $50 or something stupid.
It's like his art. I mean,
it's like super. But yeah, there's some cool ones for sure. Some cool ones.
I see the one you're talking about with the Batman looking overlooking Spawn.
Yeah, there's some cool ones. I might want to get a couple of the covers just because they're pretty cool covers. But yeah. I have some some comics, mostly Green Lantern, mounted. Like one of my favorite ones is there's the Green Lantern one where he's like with all the rings on and he's making that face. And for whatever anniversary, they did it with Looney Tunes, and it was Marvin the Martian doing it. And I was like, I love it. So I have that one of the original one, and then right under it I had the Marvin the Martian doing it, which I was like, it's so cool.
That's so I have like maybe 5 comic books I have in my safe.
Wait, what? You saw the 150th variant on What Not tonight for $0. What? I'm like, I'm lost. You know what you're talking about?
No, I don't know the 150. I won't look it up though.
On What Not tonight for $0.
$30. Yeah.
Oh, for 30. Oh yeah. Oh, for the Batman Spawn. Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm looking. I got this right.
You see it?
Yep.
Yeah. There's some cool ones. You're all good. There's a bunch of cool ones in there.
They say over 50 covers.
Yeah. I mean, Batman's always teamed up.
Because Infinite is stupid.
Batman always teamed up with other characters in other like comic runs. Was that Predator? Batman versus Predator.
Yep. Which is one of my
Turtles.
I love that
one.
Yeah.
Batman and Ninja Turtles, fairly recent one. 30 for a 150 is not bad, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Or not, by the way. I don't know what the hell I was reading.
I'm sitting there looking at some of this stuff. It's just amazing.
Yeah. Pull it
up.
The
Spawn one might be my favorite.
Pull it up. Share it. If you can.
I got the other computer. I got like 3 computers up here. But no, the Spawn one is the one I'm loving right now.
Yeah.
Hold on. I can find that.
This wasn't on our list of things to talk about, but
I had it up.
But yeah, so we pulled it up real quick. Yeah, I'm a sucker for some cool covers.
All right, let me see. I pull this one up.
Yeah.
So that one's pretty cool. And then This is the one I like.
Yeah, I want both of those and just have them like next to each other. Those are super cool.
And that one's pretty cool.
They got some awesome ones. That was not bad.
I actually might want all of them. It's making it worse and worse.
He's gonna come home and like, look what I bought. I was like, oh man, he goes, they're all the same comic.
They're all the same.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if they have some of these posters, I'm sure they have some of these as posters. They have to, right?
I mean, I would take some of the comics and just frame them.
Yeah.
Oh, like that one.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. You just get one of those, the plain ones. That one, that's the one I saw that I really liked. I thought that was cool.
I just like seeing Spawn when he has the green stuff all over the place. That's the one I like. I think that's like what you have to have. So that's the ones they had on here. So
yeah, there's a buttload of them. But yeah, do they have no on the website? I had saw them somewhere and I forgot where. It had like all the list of all of them, which was cool. But yeah, that's definitely. I might just go tomorrow and pick that one up.
You know what's funny? Like I have to balance out all the money I'm spending on myself for Christmas. Like, oh yeah, the kids gotta get stuff. You know. Then I started looking. I was like, man, like I went and got another. I got this.
Which one's that one?
Ahsoka.
Oh, Ahsoka. Nice.
Nice. Of course, I have all the Black Panther ones. Like I think I could do an entire scene from Black Panther and just.
How many Black Panther ones are there?
There's a lot. Because I have the one who's with Chad with T'Challa. I have the original Black Panther. I have Shuri's Black Panther. I have what's it? T'Chaka. I have that one. Oh. And then of course then I have all the side characters. I have M'Baku. I have I have like I could do an entire scene, honestly.
What is it? Well, you saw my little collection was going. Yeah. So I have a lot of the Green Lantern ones. I have my favorite one is the one with the Guy Gardner. Who's it? Guy Gardner. Why am I having?
That's the one upstairs, right?
Yeah, it was a 3-pack. I'm having a brain fart, but there's one that just came out that is with Kyle Rayner, and I was at Target the other day. I'm like, oh shit, let me get it. They had all the other ones except for him. I'm like, really? I was like, man, so I'll probably have to check out another Target.
Hey, no, this is a good question. I want to know. I think I know your answer.
Oh, shit, my bad.
Do you guys leave them in the box or take them out?
I started taking them out, and then I saw a few that I have are worth some money. I was like, I'm back in the box. So
I have maybe 5 out, and then I have like the rest of the other 20 still in the box.
In the box,
yeah. I just.
For the most part, I really regret. So they had the regular show. So if anybody's ever watched regular show before, I wanted a bunch of them, but I'm not gonna spend all that money. So I think my girlfriend, when me and Echo were just started dating, she asked me, she goes, "Oh, do you want Muscle Man?" Which I love Muscle Man. He's the fat muscle guy with his gut hanging out and always taking off his shirt. So I love him, but she goes, "You want him or Benson?" And Benson's the gumball machine. That's their boss.
Yep.
I was like, "Oh man, I really like Muscle Man." She goes, "She got me a Muscle Man." Fast forward like 2 years, we go to C2E2, and Benson is like $200 now. And she could have bought it for $20 when it just came out. I was like, son of a bitch. Because his head is a gumball machine and he has actual balls of
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've seen it before.
Yeah. It's not cheap. But I mean, granted, Muscle Man's maybe $60 now. So, but still, shit.
we're really kind of showing how nerdy we really are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've only got Pops, both Simpsons, Duff Beer Guy, and Comic Book Guy.
Nice.
That is really cool that you got all of them. Yeah.
But he says Duff Man's cool.
Both out of the box.
Yeah.
Already.
I started. Well, actually, I got some Funkos up here. You could probably see.
What's up,
I
Derpy?
got Reaper. Hey, what's up, Derpy? Yeah, I got Reaper and Reinhardt. So that's Reinhardt's one of the big ones. He's like the double slice, and then Reaper. But that's Overwatch. That's a video game. But yeah, I have a few more. We're at that point where we're like let's not buy some, and then like
you see
Disney's got this on sale. Yeah.
Derpy guys, tickets for Thursday night.
Nice.
Avatar, Way of Water.
I think I'm going Friday night.
I'm going Friday night too.
I'm going Friday night. I'm going by myself because my girlfriend does not want to see it. She just does she's like, I don't fucking care about this movie. The first one was stupid. This was stupid.
I like it. I don't mind.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna look amazing.
You can just enjoy it just for what it is.
Yeah. But I mean, there's already people coming out saying like it's a masterpiece. Like some of these people are like, it's a masterpiece. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Shut up. Like, get out of here, man. Like,
that's because whatever James Cameron does, they're like, oh, it's the greatest thing ever. Have you seen it? It's like, yeah, okay. All right. But I'm sure it's gonna be beautiful. I'm almost positive what you're going to see is something that you've never seen. The water scene is going to be just unbelievable, but that's what you get when you spend $10 billion.
Yeah, he needs to make like $1 billion. What did he say? $2 billion just to break even?
Just to break even.
Well, like that's not true, but like that was what was going around.
That's funny.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty good. It's gonna be a good time, especially in like 3D.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm seeing an IMAX 3D.
I'm seeing IMAX 3D.
Digital 3D.
I didn't see Adobe 3D.
No, so okay.
That's why I was like, well, but it might be there. I just didn't see it.
I don't know. I was looking more at times, because I didn't want to. It's 3 hours and 15 minutes, or 3 hours and 13 minutes. Excuse me.
You wake up, you get done, and the sun is coming up.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I was like, all right, I didn't want it to be too late, because like you said, you walk out and you're like, why is it sunny?
Might as well go to IHOP.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out Friday. It should be fun.
All right, so GTD that commented that it's a movie coming from him that got me excited. Yeah. I mean that I think the movie's going to be good. I don't think. Yeah, I know you didn't tell me Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, del Toro.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be great. I think people are going to love it. Oh yeah, it's him. I think it's going to be great. I just think I don't like the hype when you overhype a movie in your head. I'm trying to not do what I did to Doctor Strange.
I
hyped so much in my head that it didn't matter what they did. I was going to be like disappointed. Like, oh, they only had 15 different people. It didn't matter what they did. So I'm just I want to kind of go in saying, okay, hopefully.
But also, Guillermo del Toro is kind of friends with James Cameron, so I mean, he's not gonna bash it, but coming from Guillermo is
I mean, he makes great movies and he knows what a great movie is.
So I know we're gonna Thursday we'll probably review his Pinocchio. I watched it, and visually, oh my god, it's a very different Pinocchio than we've seen from Disney, but story wise, but visually, like actual like stop motion. Oh, it was like I love stop motion, and it was gorgeous.
It's one of the best ones. It's the best things you could do, but it's
you
hard
forget
to do it well.
Yeah. Well, it's like one of the other better ones is probably Nightmare Before Christmas, obviously. And at one point you forget it's stop motion just because it looks so gorgeous and you're just like, oh, it's so cool. But yeah, we wind up watching it and then we watched the behind the scenes they have with of it too, which is really cool. You know, just hearing him talk about it and stuff like that. And
yes, we're going to be getting rid of the kids because I'm going to watch it. I don't want like, oh yes, Pinocchio. Yeah, go over to your grandma's house, kids.
It's like I said, it's a very different take on Pinocchio. I don't know the actual Pinocchio story, but it's a very
read it. But Erica might know, so that's what you should ask.
I don't think we watched it. I don't think she knew. But
so I'm down for a well-made popcorn flick, something like Top Gun Maverick. You know, sit down, you have the popcorn ready, nice and buttered and salted, and just and then you look down, you're like, oh, the whole popcorn's going because you've been sitting there watching the movie, not even thinking about what you're doing. That's like the best time.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that with Avatar. I don't know if I can sit there and like forget I'm snacking on popcorn or something. You know, I mean, the 3D might throw me off a little bit, but I don't know. On 3.5 hours or 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Hey, I got through Black Panther Wakanda Forever, so I get through anything.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's just me watching that movie the whole time, like, there's some times where I'm like, I people heard me go, like, oh,
don't do it.
There was, when stupid ass Namor said, Imperious Rex.
Yeah, Imperious Rex.
I was the only person, and I'm not exaggerating. I am not exaggerating. It was dead silent because it was a super intense scene at the end, and he says it, and I go, ha! Like, the only person in the whole theater that made a noise. And I'm like, no one else got it. No one else got it, and it was so stupid. So
you just watch it in 3D first round? I have to. I feel like it's the point of watching the movie, not watching it in 3D. Are
they even not putting it in 3D?
They have a couple of theaters that are not 3D, but almost everything else, because it's taking up half the movie theater. It literally is taking up half the movie theater. I was at AMC. I was like, is this the only movie I'm playing?
Well, they're taking all the IMAX screens. All the IMAX screens are going to Way of Water. Probably it's safe to say any AMC Dolby Digital is probably the same. So, and then a bunch of other screens, normal size screens. So that's gonna be, that's gonna be insane. And it's opening in China the same time as it opening here. So I mean, that thing's gonna hit $1 billion before the end of the year. It's gonna be crazy. $1 billion
before the end of the year. That is going to be nuts.
Yeah.
They have a couple of digital. They have like 4 digital times, and then have all the rest are 3D or Dolby.
Yeah, I mean, but definitely 3D. Are you watching it in 3D? Yeah. Both of you, Derpy or
Derpy and Sergey. Yeah, you guys watching it?
Yeah. Also, if Corloads are in here, you guys going to see it?
Oh, I know they're going to see it because they love the stuff. They're probably one of the same movie theater I'm going to.
For sure, man. Like, me and you were talking about it. Was it on Saturday? About getting another private theater, and next time we do, we're for sure going to invite, the Colt Lords.
Right down the street. So
yeah, for me, literally.
All right. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I know it's about almost 11 o'clock for you, so I appreciate you stopping by. We went a little bit longer. I had to go. My daughter had a gymnastics practice late at night.
Yeah. So it's one of those Mondays, man. One of those Mondays.
Well, we're talking about nerdy stuff already, so let's go ahead and jump into this James Gunn thing.
Yeah, that's where we were kind of starting to get into it. So James Gunn is just kind of ripping on people on Twitter, like going in on them. His first victim was Grace Randolph.
Yep.
He was kind of debunked a lot of her stuff, and she says a lot. Yeah. So but let's see. So this time he went after Den of Nerds. So Josh over from the Nerd Vengers and all that good stuff. So if you're a fan of that,
Tower. Nerd Venture Tower. It's crazy. You're
so
good,
if
Derby.
you're a fan
I got you. You're good.
Oh yeah, you're good, man. No, I love like skipping around, especially right now until we get into our review. We kind of like no big deal. So where is it? He said, what do you say? That I'm trying to find it right now.
Oh, the quote, the beginning quote. Oh,
yeah, that actually what was said. Because James Gunn might. James Gunn does not like Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
that's
what started the whole thing. Yeah,
that's what started it, right? He didn't tag James Gunn. He didn't do James Gunn or anything. He just put it out. James Gunn does not like Henry Cavill. And
unfortunately, when you have 300,000 followers,
yeah,
sometimes that gets out.
Yeah. So I guess somebody else, which also is funny because somebody else wind up tagging James Gunn. Do you know who tagged? No. So his tag is Justin Fields is the Messiah. That's so us being Chicago fans, I laughed. I laughed with that one. Let me see.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So this is what kind of how it started. So James Gunn doesn't like it, and then Justin Fields is the Messiah. But like James Gunn care to debunk this one, and then James Gunn comes back and goes, "Sure, false." Right? So innocent enough, right? No big deal. But it gets kind of
that's just getting started.
Yeah. So I'm looking for the other stuff because he really goes in on him. And there we go. So he goes, carry to debunk, sure, false. And then Josh from Den of Nerds comes back. He goes, even more people have reached out to me since you said this to tell me you really don't like him. Just saying what I heard. Which I was like, dude, you're doubling down on it. Why are you doing that,
in front of James Gunn, he's putting oil or putting gasoline on the fire and then watching it just burn. And James Gunn comes back swinging.
Oh man, and then he's such a I laughed when he did because it's such a boomer response. So James Gunn replied, he goes, so weird. You seem so plugged in, ! Anyway, I just had 40 people reach out to me to say you just got kicked out of your mom's basement. So sorry, man. This was so great. So great.
Yeah, that's hilarious. But I bet Colt Lore is exactly what they said, exactly what I said earlier. I bet his subscriber count has gone up. It went from 384,000 to about 400,000. Just because
I'm sure. Because he goes live. He goes live a few times a week. I mean, he goes live Monday mornings.
Yeah.
And his Monday morning show today was pretty good. So usually he's in his green screen and it's like he's in like Avengers Tower kind of thing, but it's like modified, so it's like the Nerd Avenger or Nerd Avenger Tower.
Avenger Tower,
yeah. So today was him, in a basement basically. Yeah.
But that's how you're supposed to do it. When someone's getting you like that, you say, you know what? I'm going to just turn right into it. Yeah.
Like the thumbnail, awesome. It was James Gunn and Henry Cavill, up here. Awesome. And then it shows like a basement door. That's how it starts. And then it comes in and then it's just him in the basement. It's kind of got like I feel like it got like VHS static kind of going on too in the background. So,
dude, that is so funny. That's what you're supposed to do. You steer into it. You don't get mad. You're just like, man, James Gunn just is at me right now. I'm going to steer and get more followers, more people that are going to know my name. Now, every time James Gunn does anything else, I'll be right there.
Yeah, I mean, this got into Variety. Nerdist was talking about it. I mean, there's a bunch of different news outlets that were talking about it. John Campea today was talking about it. There's somebody else, but they call him a troll, and I'm like, yeah, maybe a little. He's not. I've seen more people be trolly. Then a Nerds isn't that much of a troll.
No,
yeah, he's more of an instigator, if anything.
But I think he knows what he's talking about a lot of times. He does have information. He is a comic book person. He does genuinely love a lot of this stuff. So I don't really hate on people that love what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But he does hate on some stuff, especially when he's been hating on Star Wars. But
I mean, that's what gets well, but that's just what gets people going. You know, it's when you hate on things, people tend to come in and like agree more. You know, that's why a lot of these like other channels that just all they do is just like this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. You know why they're so popular? And I was like, then why? If it doesn't bring you any joy, why are you talking about it?
Yeah.
Why are you talking about it? You know what I mean? Like for us, I think we talk about things we enjoy. Granted, might be some stuff that like we watch and we're like, oh, that sucked, but it was on our plan to talk about. So, you know, we'll still do that, you know, but
you give things a chance, but you don't just say everything sucks off the top. You know, that's just, you know, be honest. I think a lot of people don't even be honest. They just like to say it's terrible just because it's going to get more clicks.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear what they said about whatever?
Yeah. You know, and that's kind of what that, you know, the whole James Gunn does not like Henry Cavill was kind of like that, but it wasn't like the worst, you know. But like I said, also he's not the first person to say that either. You know, it's just right time, right place. And
a lot of people don't like because Henry Cavill is his own guy, so he doesn't suck up to you. So a lot of people are not going to like you. That's you can say a lot of people don't like Brian Waller. I'd be like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, works.
Like I get it. But some of the stuff that he did after was kind of funny. Bring it up here. Like here, you know, I don't know why he got so triggered, but after all the clout, this tweet will bring me finally move out of my mom's basement. So making a joke. And James Gunn might like Henry Cavill more than he likes me. That was kind of funny. Yeah. And he's like, I'm still really excited about James Gunn's DCU, even though he clearly hates Henry Cavill. So he said
Henry Cavill and me.
Yeah, it's
I mean, we're talking about the DCU right now. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to be. I mean, how much is going to be rebooted? How much are they going to do? Are they going to turn into? I mean, I don't know what we're going to give the Flash. I mean, moving it up a week. I wonder why they did that so much. It's going to be interesting. The whole DC. I don't know if anyone really knows where they're going to go because James Gunn is kind of a wild card. He's a wild card. You know, he's.
I mean, I think even where's it? Derpy in our Discord was saying, you know, a rumor he heard. You know, let me see if I can bring that up real quick. Yeah, so Derpy, you know, Derpy 501st in our chat, he's in our Discord. He said he just read the entire 4-issue of the Kingdom Come arc. James Gunn is what James Gunn wants to build up. Yeah, and he goes, I'm not sure how the general audience will take it. You know, but the writing and the artwork is absolutely amazing. I mean, I have some Alex Ross, you know, behind me, you know, well, behind the green screen. So, but yeah, I mean, Alex Ross's stuff is for me some of the coolest, you know. But
you have to be careful because I mean, I think after watching this whole Wakanda Forever, I realized that you don't make movies for people who are already going to love the movie. You make movies for the general public who might not know what the hell anything is going on.
I think. See, I'm a little bit different than that with it is because I think you have to do both. Because Wakanda Forever wasn't made for comic book fans, and I think majority of comic book fans don't like it. It was made for them and stuff like that, but it's not doing well in the box office. It's done. All the money it made, that's all it's gonna make. It didn't do well. It did not do well.
It's $800 million worldwide right now. It's not. It's done well. It's $800 million worldwide.
It's over
$800 million worldwide.
But it's under Doctor Strange. It's under Thor: Love and Thunder.
I also don't think it's done. I think they're going to do another push before Christmas, because Christmas season comes out. All movies like that come out get another push during Christmas, because if you didn't go see it and you already saw Avatar, you're going to get another push of that stuff because everyone's out of school, everyone's out of work. So yeah, I don't see another $100 million easily. And they didn't release in China.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to release in China. I don't see it, because I think if people wanted to see it again, they would have saw it again. But even people who thought they did a good job and respected the character and did this and that and all that stuff they said, a lot of them probably didn't see it second time, because how many times do you want to see and be sad like that? If you truly believe that, like, they did the best that they could do and stuff like that. I
literally had an argument with someone who loved the sadness.
But I mean, then are they going? Are they going back?
So it's over 410 billion domestically. Million domestically, and 770 million worldwide. And they're projecting it to get to around 900 million.
I don't see that happening
for the end of the year.
I don't see that. If you say it's at 750 right now,
basically 770. Yeah.
If at best 850 at best, but it's going to stick around right around 100 or 800.
I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It is above Thor already, though. It's already made
It
already made more than Thor. Worldwide, it has.
Because last week it wasn't, before going into the final week.
It made another $60 million this weekend, and it's continually making more money every weekend. It's still number one in the box office. It's not going to be number one this week, but it's still number one in the box office.
Yeah. Because what was this? Let me see if I can find it.
He said he sent you a link. You can pull it up. Can you pull up that link I sent?
Where'd you send it at?
Probably sent to you directly.
Oh, Facebook? I don't know where you sent it at. You can post the link here, and I can open it up. So this is this was December 9th. So this was, when was the 9th? Friday?
Yep. So that is, I'm looking at it for today.
So this was Friday. It was
so it definitely passed Thor.
That's where.
Yeah, but it's made another $38 million in. So it's already passed Thor.
So,
and what was the one that was before that one? It passed the Batman too. Passed the Batman
770?
Too. Yeah. So I mean, this is going to be the 5th grossing movie this year. Or no,
it's not getting. Which is funny. It's not getting close to Minions.
I think it will.
I don't think so.
I think it will, because it's making about $8 million a day, just about every weekend. So look at your Facebook messaging tank. Yeah,
I got it. There we go. Yeah, so Top Gun, obviously, Jurassic, Batman. So yeah, Black Panther is it's right under the Batman. So it's I mean, it's $1 million away. It'll probably beat the Batman, like you said, $1 million for sure.
It's going to
so I mean
the Batman this weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna stay at number 5 though. It's gonna stay at number 5. It's not gonna.
I think it has a chance to make 940. I can see because it's not just here; it's worldwide, and that's why because this number is worldwide. I'm thinking it has a very good chance.
But then once Avatar comes back out, it'll drop back down to 6 for sure.
Yeah. It'll drop down to 6 eventually, but I think it might have a chance if it makes 940 million dollars. It's top 5.
Yeah,
and I'm not someone who's very happy about it, but I'm just saying I've always thought that they're going to get close to $1 billion.
Yeah, I mean, but also right now it's only half. This is about half of what Black Panther 1 made. Black Panther 1 finished off about 1.4 bill.
Yeah, but that was also pre-pandemic. We're still have a lot of people that are.
I mean, Top Gun came out earlier this year. I mean, it made 1.4 bill.
It's only 1.4. And that was one of the greatest movies of this year. Like the year that Black Panther came out, there are other movies that are amazing. Into the Spider-Verse was probably the best movie that year. And,
yeah.
So I mean,
that's why I was like, I don't know if it's pandemic.
That was 2016. That was definitely
no. Like why Doctor Strange, why Black Panther Wakanda Forever didn't do.
I know there's still a lot of people that aren't going in, and you're talking about look at it compared to Black Adam.
Black Adam had a lot of issues. Yeah. 389. That's rough. That's so rough. It did. Uncharted sucked. I'm sorry, Uncharted sucked. Black Adam was better than Uncharted.
You once again, I'm telling you can't compare movies that came out during different times, man. It's
this year. Uncharted is 11 and Black Adam is 12. It did better than I thought. It was a better movie than Black Adam. I thought Black Adam was better than Fantastic Beasts because that Fantastic Beasts needs to be done. I'm glad Saz laughed. That's one thing everyone's like, oh, thank God you're canceling that shit.
That's only because they want to bring back another Harry Potter to make more $2 billion.
Maybe.
It's gonna make as soon as they say Daniel Radcliffe is in one, it's
so they were better than Black
$2 billion.
Yeah. It did do way better than Black Adam, but Black Adam, The Rock kind of shot himself in the foot by spoiling it. I think if he didn't spoil it, I think more people would have went to the theater to go see it.
Yeah. I
mean, it would not have made $1 billion or anything like that, but it would probably be up there, top 10. It'd be up there by Sonic and Fantastic Beasts. But it had a lot of other issues with it too. Black Adam was just bad.
It was annoying. That was the biggest.
Yeah.
I mean,
sorry. I don't know. I
mean,
bad, but
I'm just like since 2018, all movies have gone down. Opening weekends have gone down 10%. Second weekends have gone down 40%. Just since 2018. So I'm just saying that pandemic still does have a bearing on what's going on, and the numbers being lower than what they would have been pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
They never explained this weakness. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Never.
There's a lot of issues with Black Adam.
Colt Lord says click on 2021. Change to 2021.
There we go. Yeah. So this was, I think the pandemic was definitely more involved in 2021's numbers, but you still got 1.9 billion. Jesus,
that's because what I tell you about. I think it's one of the best, comic book movies ever.
Look, the Battle of Lake. I don't even know what that one is. Hi, Mom. I don't know what that one is. No Time to Die. No Time to Die was freaking awesome.
And it made really good. It's gonna make less money than Wakanda Forever.
Yeah. But that was definitely with the pandemic as well. Fast 9 sucked. Fast 9 was so bad. You want to talk about a bad movie? That was a bad movie, and that still made 726.
Yeah, but think about it. Wakanda Forever would have made this year the third best movie. By the time it's done, in 2021.
3 or 4. It would have been somewhere around there, I think.
No, I mean, because you're really not thinking it's not going to make any money. It's not going to drop off like to zero. It just made $38 million.
It's. But I think it's done making millions of dollars a weekend.
Oh no, that's not.
I think so. At least for the next couple of weekends.
I think it's still going to make billions. I mean, it made $38 million this past week. Even if
but it's number one. It's not against anything. Who's like no one's going to see Violent Night, even though Violent Night was much more better.
No one's going to go see anything else but Avatar. But if they do see something other than Avatar, it will be probably Wakanda Forever. So they're still going to make some money. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they make. I wish we could do a spike bet. I wouldn't be surprised if they make $10 million this weekend with Avatar coming out. Still make $10 million.
How much is it? How much did they make this past weekend? You said
30 worldwide, 33.
Worldwide 33.
33, yeah.
And now you're gonna say that they're taking a third of that.
I don't even think they're gonna. I think it's gonna be. They can make $10 million domestically, and I think they make another $10 million worldwide. I think they get $20 million.
$20 million worldwide.
I think worldwide they could get $20 million
for next week against Avatar.
Because it's not going against Avatar. You don't compete with that. You just ride its wave, and people are going to the movie theater, and people can't go in and can't see the movie because it's already bought out. You just ride. You riding this wave. That's all you're doing.
Can we see? Can we see?
You should be able to see
worldwide. I don't know if we can show. If we can click on Wakanda Forever. There we go. You see like per weekends or something like that.
Because I think Avatar is going to kill in China. It's going to kill in America. It's not going to kill. You see, even there it says 769. You know, the number is continuously going up. It's going to make 890.
890.
Wow. By the end of the year, maybe. You know.
I'll see if we can see like per weekend. I know there's a way to do that. But I gotta look that. So okay, I'll make a bet with this. I don't think they're making 20 million worldwide.
I could go worldwide, say 20 million.
I'm definitely going under 20 mil.
I mean, I'm saying that's probably the height, but I'm gonna say worldwide. I feel okay with that
because we can go it's over not like under
15. What? Over under 15. Yeah, because it's China's premiere is not going to hurt the movie.
I mean, well, how can you say that?
Because China doesn't have Wakanda Forever.
That's true.
So it doesn't matter. It's not going to hurt the movie because it's not there.
Wait, China or China.
It's not there.
Okay. But man, I see people like seeing it and then some like crazy fanatics going to see it again. Like you're gonna have a lot of people seeing it multiple times this weekend. You know, and I think Black Panthers it's really gonna fall off. Like, it's not gonna make zero.
It's not. But, it's just millions of dollars. It's in every theater. It's going to still make $10 million basically. That's just what happens.
Yeah,
because you only have so many seats.
I wish there was a way. I'll look for it later because there's a way you can look at how much it made each weekend.
So I mean that broke down in the countries. So like even if you do it in countries, you say that if each country made $500,000 and it's in 20 countries, guess what? That's $10 million. Yeah, that's what it is.
Because 15 is 15. I'll do 15. Although I think
15 is probably a lot easier to hit than we're saying. It's probably a lot easier to hit 15. Worldwide, it's probably a lot easier to hit 15.
Yeah, 15 mil worldwide. Yeah, that's not too bad.
They can hiccup and hit 15 million.
Also, films hitting streaming so fast, movies are out of the theater in a blink of an eye. Yeah, true.
I say Black Panther Wakanda Forever stays until the new year, and I think it might get another bump. It gets another bump when all the movies are out. I mean, everyone's out of school because you have to go see another movie.
Because I think it's about 45 days.
About 45.
You have to wait until it comes up. I think that's why it didn't want to release in France, but I think it did release in France, but it didn't make that.
Cold Lord said movies are down this year because of post-pandemic, but also because Russia can't get movies anymore because the Ukraine and China are the biggest COVID lockdowns. Yeah, Russia can't get because we're not getting Russia anything. Ukraine can't get anything because of Russia, and then China's not doing anything because they're China.
Yeah, they got
the worldwide numbers are going down.
Yeah.
But regardless, they're going to say this is a successful movie. It's going to make enough money. They're going to say, "Wow, this made $880 million." Yeah. And then they're going to make money off of streaming.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what it always does. Like, it'll probably be like number one on Disney Plus when it first comes out.
Oh yeah.
I could see that easily, because a lot of people who didn't want to go to the theater might get it because they already have it and stuff like that. I mean, I'm good with never watching it ever again. Like, I don't want to watch it again. Like, there's no.
I watched it. I watched it multiple times. I already watched it multiple times, but I watched it to see what I don't like, to make sure I don't like something, because I don't want to just say I don't like, because I have my own feelings. In the way, because of what I'm holding up right now is Fantastic Four with the introduction of Black Panther. That's right here by my hand. That's why I'm that guy. So I know I have strong feelings. So but I want to make sure this is what I'm feeling, and I want to give it a chance. Post me understanding what's happening.
Yeah, but I just didn't like how it made me feel. And I was like, why am I going to bother with a movie that makes me feel
people
that
don't
way?
Love Namor.
I did love Namor. Because I like what they did with him, but they retconned him, which I think we were also talking about before too, was what Brand said. I like BB2. I'll watch it one more time, but that's it. And not to be sexist, it was just should be honest.
No, but no. So this is something I discussed too.
Yeah.
So in Black Panther, they got rid of all the strong black male people. That's something I did. And in Wakanda, all this besides M'Baku, every other strong black male was gone, and that bothered me too. Not that you have strong women. I have no problem with that. I love that. But that you got rid of the strong black men just bothers me.
Yeah. Even Forrest Whitaker's character, because obviously he died in the first one because Frank Cooler kills everybody.
It falls to me tropes that you find in the black community, and with not having strong black men, and that's just something I don't like. Movies that do those things.
Yeah, and well, his role in the Wakanda was replaced by two women. In that one too, which again, like you said, like it's not fine. It's not that it's whatever.
You have to have men and women working together to be as strong as you need to be. You need to have strong women, but that doesn't mean you have to get rid of all the black men too. Especially in a movie that, this is the movie that brought so many people, so many black people to love, the first movie. It's because you had that. You had both. And even in the council, you had strong black men, you had strong black women, and they were coming together, and they all were behind the Black Panther.
Yeah.
And now they killed the family in the strongest country in the world, and there's no black men left, and they exiled and got rid of so many, and they let the one die. It just looks so bad to me, and it falls too many tropes, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, because next thing you know, I'll look up it. We'll talk about an hour and a half. But just understand that it's just where it is.
But that's I had a lot of issues. But Made of Rubber said, too many movies to know how to enjoy movies or create your own passionate movie, and everyone's a copycat.
I mean, the same scenarios happen a lot of times, but what I tried to make sure, because a lot of time movies mirror the real world. They really do.
Which is not, there's a lot of art does it too,
But that's just natural. But I don't like tropes being followed in movies. Not necessarily, it's like it's promoting things that aren't actually there. It's just what people think is there, and that's why I didn't like. Because even though I don't see it, might not see it this way, someone else will see it, and that's exactly how it is.
Yeah,
and that's just dangerous.
Yeah. But it said strong Filipino women.
Hey, I love all women, just for real. And trust me, ask my wife. I like them strong.
I mean, but in a story, like a good, just a strong character helps. Whether it be a man or a woman, and if it's both, then
both. That's what you
awesome.
really want. You want both. You want to show that how men and women work together to operate and build everything up.
Yeah. I would love to see him, but I just wanted that strong male lead. Or even co-lead. You know what I mean? Like in the Black Panther comic books, Shuri becomes Black Panther while T'Challa is kind of incapacitated. But when he comes back, they're both Black Panther for a while. They're both
for a little bit.
thing.
But Shuri is her own character in herself. She has her own character arc that is amazing that we're never going to see.
No, that's never going to happen anymore. That co-lead, I'm
even
cool
the Dora Milaje. Like we had the Dora Milaje, and then we had other groups that were there. There was not just them. There was other groups, and we didn't see any of them.
Yeah,
and that's besides M'Baku and the gorilla, that was it. So it is what it is. We can talk about this all day, and all of a sudden the passion will always keep on coming.
It always it's gonna keep coming up. But I do agree. Namor stole the show.
Oh, easy.
I loved him. I loved him. Which kind of going back to a little bit something else we were talking, like Blue Beetle. So many people love Namor. One, he was super cool, but also he just scooped up the Hispanic kind of culture, like all the Latino culture, and was just and everyone, most of everyone embraced him, because there was a lot of people that were like, oh, why is he so dark? That kind of stuff.
He wasn't dark enough
in the Latino community.
Who he is? Why is he so dark? His
his skin, his
complexion,
that so that was a big thing kind of going around that, but he was awesome. But now DC's bringing in their Mexican character, from El Paso, Jaime Reyes, young Hispanic. I think he's gonna be awesome, and played by the guy who plays Miguel in Cobra Kai, which people already love him. So he's already got a good name to him, and now you bring him on to that. I think hopefully he can bring in the culture of the Hispanic culture really, really into it. So
hey, Marvel ain't stupid.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Cold Lords. Appreciate it, man. Gotta get you guys back on the show soon.
Most definitely. I love having conversations.
Yeah, sure. And then all right, let's go on what Derpy said. He said, wait a minute, hold up. Said why is Henry at the Avatar premiere? Man, there you go.
That's so funny. Oh man, you should invite in the nerds too. Josh should be there too.
You imagine? No, Henry Cavill's gonna be in the next Avatar. There you go. He goes, what is this madness? Blue Beetle? Yeah, man. I'm excited about Blue Beetle.
As long as it's good, as long as they do it well, I hope they will do it well.
Yeah.
But you never know. Everything looks good when DC first comes up with the idea, and then we get to see the movie.
The trailers, the costumes look well, but we'll see how it is. But
DC still has the best characters.
Yeah, they have some awesome characters.
They have the best, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but hopefully, can we all just agree that all this stupid ass slow-mo that Zack Snyder loved to do is horrible? Can we stop that? Can we stop that, please? Like,
well, it's going to be
James Gunn going forward.
That's going to be there in the Flash. You have to make it in the Flash. There's nothing else
in
you
the Flash. I get.
You have to. I mean, it's no other way to.
Yeah.
There's no other way you can show his speed.
Yeah. Which is fine, but that's a character that makes sense to use it. You don't need to use it in like all the time. It's Prince said, I truly saw, I know nothing about Blue Beetle, just saw him in the cartoon or a game once. If you want a good story, is Young Justice. I forgot what season it is. But I mean, Young Justice in general is amazing. It's a cartoon, it's animated, but it's the best version of Teen Titans ever. It really is. And there's one whole season where it revolves around Jaime and the Scarab and it being alien and stuff like that. So yeah, Young Justice does a really good version of him. And I'm picking up that new comic book, that Graduation Day, Blue Beetle Graduation Day just came out. I saw House of Nerd Show talked about it, and I was like, I'm in. I want it. I want it.
You're like, sold.
Yeah. So, but yeah, definitely check out Young Justice. Just not even for Blue Beetle, just check it out because Young Justice is awesome. It's so good. So good. Is.
And they do it well. But once again I say that that's one of the one animated ones that's for that was so well. It's not one. I mean, everything that DC does that's animated is amazing.
Animated, yeah.
Everything they do. So,
yeah. And bring it up. Kyler Murray career should have played his shoe calling baseball. Yeah.
Like towards ACL.
Yeah, that sucks. I always hate to see injuries like that. Can we agree that Zach himself is just horrible?
I know you agree with that. I know you agree with that.
I'll back that up. I'm not the biggest Zach fan.
No, you're not.
I don't hate him, but
you don't hate him because you don't necessarily hate anyone, but you don't like him.
But it's like if you've seen one of his movies, you've seen all his movies.
Well, I mean, that goes for a lot of directors.
Yeah, I guess.
Taika, you can say that about Taika a lot of times.
But I mean,
you can say about Raimi. You can say a Raimi film. Every Raimi film you can tell is Raimi.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like knowing, but just because you've seen one Raimi film doesn't mean you've seen all the Raimi films. Same thing with Taika. You know what I mean?
But it's going to be very similar. It's going to be very similar.
If you've seen 300, you've seen every Zack Snyder film because they're all the same. They all look the same. They all do the slow-mo shit. They all are dark. Like they all. It's the same beats. It's the same look visually. Everything.
And every Raimi film is the same thing too. It is. All of them looked exactly the same. They're all directed the same exact way. Like
I don't think you're not getting what I'm trying to say.
You're saying it looks exactly the same, but all Raimi's
is the same.
It's not.
No, it is the same. 300. What's the difference between 300 and like Batman v Superman? Like it was like beat for beat. Like it has the same kind of like ups and downs. Like he has a template and he just like and play Spartans in and now play Superman in and now plays Cyborg in. You know, it's like it's the same beats.
But that last the release of Justice League was not like that. It was longer. It was longer, and they actually dove into the side characters. So it was a little bit different. And a lot of times he doesn't dive into side characters. He doesn't. And all the other books he does.
But side characters in Justice League, they're all main characters. You know, It's just Josh Whedon made some of them side characters, which they should never have been. You know, but that's the issue when you have a ensemble.
Cyborg, and you Cyborg is a side character. I don't care.
He should. Well, he shouldn't be in the Justice League because he's a Teen Titan. You know. Yeah. You know. But
that's where you lost me.
Oh yeah, Jesus. Yeah. But all right, let's keep going. We got Derpy. Maybe the Athletics would actually sell tickets.
No.
If Kyler Murray. Yeah. Nothing's gonna happen. Sucker Punch should have just been called Suck Punch. Yeah. Sucker Punch.
That's funny.
Yeah, way to go. See, but at this time when Sucker Punch and 300 was out, I'm like, oh, cool. And then I forgot what he started doing other stuff. I'm like, man,
this is similar to this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, way to go, Fancy Addicts. You sold the Athletics.
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, the fancy team, football. Yeah. 300 was dope though. 300 was dope, but it was also the book was dope. So, and all he did was just copy and paste from the book.
Hey, you always say that, but I always say a lot of directors don't do it. So at least by not doing too much, you've done a good job sometimes.
But then he didn't copy and paste from The Dark Knight Returns, with Batman versus Superman, and that sucked. So I was like, oh, so when you don't copy and paste, you suck.
You know, you're such a hater on the. We're gonna have all the Snyderverse people gonna come after us.
I know they're gonna come kill me.
No. Oh, first of all, I'm not gonna let you kill him, and second of all, we don't hate him. We just disagree with some things. I mean, it's the same thing like Michael Bay. Like if you get a Michael Bay film, it's gonna be a bazillion explosions. Exactly. You're gonna hear something like Fox 21st Century's Fox, and then you're gonna see an explosion. That's just all the time.
Yeah, and it's always Chicago that he blows up. Thanks. Exactly. So, that 4-hour-long Justice League sucked.
Both of them sucked. And the 4-hour one was a little bit better than the other one that sucked.
But
Josh Whedon was terrible.
Josh Whedon was terrible, but also he was able to redo the terrible parts. So he made a movie with hindsight. That's how I'm always gonna say, and I was in support of release the Snyder Cut. I'm like, yeah, do it. But then I started finding out, I'm like, oh, he's doing reshoots, he's doing this, he's changing. It was like, oh, you're not releasing the cut, you're redoing the movie. So it's different. But
I don't hate on it, but it was still.
It was better.
Movie.
That was way too. Yeah,
but it should have been cut.
Done without. Yeah, 100%. What Deborah said. I don't hate Snyder. I just his writing and how he treats the characters just passed for me. If I were James Gunn, though, I would bring Snyder to do any and all action sequences. Just keep him far away. No, because you know why? All his action sequences are gonna be slow mo. It's gonna be like super, like you're gonna get a Flash with hot dog flying everywhere. Again.
That's the only thing you can do though. With Flash, he has to be that. That's just
which I didn't mind, but that whole scene was way too long. The crash, from the writing room. Okay, there you go.
He said both of them.
DC has 2 good live action properties: Man of Steel and Shazam. Shazam was so great. It was so underrated, and I didn't go to theaters to see it, and I regret it.
See, when I first saw Shazam, I didn't like it.
Really?
And then when I saw it at home, I was like, "Oh, this ain't that bad." And then I saw it the third time. I was like, "This is really good."
Yeah,
because I don't like movies that make fun of the characters. Like I know it was like it's so fun. I'm like, kind of, can you give me some seriousness too? I don't want it to be too kiddie.
Yeah. I think hopefully this next one kind of fixes that a little bit. But Man of Steel was probably one of my favorite DCEU films.
DCEU,
it was DC, because there's better DC films, but DCEU
because the DC, I mean, the greatest comic book movie ever is a DC movie still.
Just DC. But I like Man of Steel, but again, I wish it had some happiness in it, because everything was doom and gloom and kind of like sad or angry all the time. It's like
that's why Henry Cavill didn't like it. He wanted to be more uplifting, because that's who Superman is. Yeah, Superman is always the same guy. He's the up. That's what he is.
Yeah. But you're like, oh, this means hope, and it was like, but like you're everything's so like depressing the whole time. It's like,
so I know it's the winding river, but come on, man.
Yeah. For basketball fans, just saying, Bronny James playing his first junior high school game at a national stage and TV like LeBron did 21 years ago, right on ESPN too. Wow, I didn't know.
It's 23 years ago, but yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I didn't know he's playing.
And he's playing. I believe he's playing Carmelo Anthony's son.
Oh, I don't know what this cat's doing.
He's like still in the spotlight.
You're hating Chicago. Not as much with basketball. I can appreciate other teams and other players.
I hate on LeBron.
Yeah,
only because I have to, because he's
more generational.
Yeah, exactly. It's the only argument I need, Derpy.
Yeah, that's more generational than geographical. So.
All right, let's go. Let's get this violent night. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's get into it. We'll call it a night. You want to do a quick synopsis?
I'll pull it up and
let's do what we used to do. I used to have the trailer go on in the background.
That's a good idea. Do you guys think Atheist House Party? The House Party remake.
Yeah,
it's completely pointless.
The Atheist House Party.
The House. I realize that.
Yeah.
Yes, the House Party remake should not be made.
Yeah. I don't know if you could do something like that because it was so much its time where it's hard to bring stuff that was relevant in the 80s and kids did in the 80s or even 90s and bring it to now's world. It just,
there's certain things you should not bring back.
Yeah.
That should be, it was so good. I don't want you redoing. You know, like when they did a live action of Lion King, you don't do another Lion King. The Lion King is it. You don't do another one. Like, yes, this is what you don't do. So I don't want, I hope it's good. It doesn't look as good. It looks actually terrible to me, but it is what it is, you know?
It does not look good. But
and real quick, this is, did Jordan pass Kareem or even come close? Because Kareem played for 23 years, Derby. You weren't alive. That's why you don't understand. He played forever. You know, Jordan played for 15, 16 years. So it's not the same. Who has the higher, for playing that long, and then who has the higher points per game average, the highest ever? In playing that short amount of time, who won more championships? You know what, Derby? Whatever. I'm not going. It's the only argument I need, Derpy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's Jordan. I still want to get that basketball freaking show going. Hopefully, maybe sometime next year.
That sounds good to me. They're gonna be like, Brian, you can't be on the show all the time.
Yeah, no, you if anything, you're a guest. I wouldn't mind reaching out to some people and testing it, because here's a little like talking shop before we go, is reaching out to some people that that I know and stuff like that, and bringing on 2 new hosts, and then obviously I'll help them out. Same thing what I did with Martin with Dynasty Pylon, did this, helped them out a lot. Same even with Pan and Grizzly. Now Pan and Grizzly and Dynasty Pylon can basically run themselves, and then I'll help out with whatever I need to and stuff like that. I want to do something similar with the basketball show. Find 2 people, and then we can test them out. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then eventually, like, they take the ball and run.
I'm gonna say, all right, pop quiz, let's go. See how much you really know.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. But I want to do something for baseball and hockey too. So because that's what I really want. I really want like a sports network.
That'll be the one I don't do, hockey. The hockey. Hockey. Let's do that hockey.
Yeah.
So,
but then but I want to find like hosts of it, and then everyone just comes in. Same thing what we do with Dynasty Pylon. Like right now, he needs help, and you're helping him out. Mm-hmm. Right now, you need help, and he's helping you out. And then I really wanted to jump on last week when talking about the Packers, because part of me was like, "There's no way in hell I'm gonna let you and Martin talk about the Packers, a person who does not give a flying."
It was actually making me so mad. I was like,
I know.
Martin,
He said, "Oh,
you don't understand.
you don't get it." Part of me was like, I was like, I want to be on this show so bad, and it was like, I wasn't even home. I was trying to. I was trying to convince Eric. I'm like, we can save that for tomorrow, right? We can do that tomorrow. But I wouldn't be out because I'm like, I can't let Brian talk Bears Packers like with Martin.
It was just not right.
After that, I'll leave. I was like, I can come in, we can do the Bears part, and then they can continue with the show.
You should have just did it on your phone and just like, no. I would just Martin, we don't need you anymore. Sit down.
Been in Target and in the grocery store, just yeah. Right. That was part of me. I was like, but yeah, that is kind of like one of the next goals for me is to get to some of the other sports.
You gotta find someone who's gonna take it seriously. That's the whole thing.
That's the thing. Somebody who could be consistent about it and who enjoys it. So like I got really lucky finding you and Martin, because I think Martin was obviously he's the guru. He's he's Mr. Fantasy Football.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So and then Fredo, having me and you connect, and then finding out like you're a big nerd as well as a big sports head. So definitely got. And then you guys enjoy doing this. And
learning more and figuring out how to build.
Yeah,
this is great.
So so that's why I need to find another Martin and Brian before.
I want them to be exactly like us. We gotta have a white guy that with long hair and then a short black guy who likes basketball. Even though Martin's not short, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't think
he's like 5'10". He's not short.
Yeah.
That's short to me though. All right.
Yeah, for you. You're in my basement walking around like this. Like, oh yeah, that looks cool, man. I can't even imagine Marvin. Like Marvin's just like, I'll give you some knee pads. You can like walk on your knees. Like,
oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this one. Let's do it.
All right, I got the trailer up.
And I got the synopsis.
All right, cool. I'll need some water. I need to send you guys some of the stickers and stuff.
So I'll put on all type of my stuff. Yeah.
The old Panda and Grizzly. I just haven't any ding time. I might just take the cutter to because you didn't see the cutter because I have a little cutter station under the stairs.
Okay,
I don't think I should. Yeah, it was under. It's like tucked under the stairs, but it's
yeah, stencil and all that.
No, it's all computer, so it cuts the circle, like it cuts around. Like that's mine. They cut, so it makes it so it cuts.
Give me a Spoiler Kings.
Yeah. So, but then I was having a lot of issues with it where like it would cut and then it would just make a line right through everything. I was like, I was like, God damn it. I was so mad. I had wasted so many papers. But all right. Cool. We'll get this going. All right. Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer. I'm with Brian the Grizzly, and we are going to review a Christmas movie that's kind of not like a Christmas movie. It has Santa in it.
It's very definitely a Christmas movie. I mean, because just like Die Hard's Christmas movie and Home Alone and Home Alone 2 are Christmas movies. This is a Christmas movie, guys.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. So we're talking about Violent Night with David Harbour. His name is
David Harbour.
Harbour. Yeah. John Leguizamo's in it. So yeah, pretty big cast. Yeah, David Harbour. So let's have you do a quick synopsis on it, and we'll watch the trailer, and then we'll get talking.
All right, sounds good.
So, it was,
dude. This movie. So, like the first 15 minutes, I had no idea what the hell I was watching.
I mean, we did a trailer reaction a while ago when a couple months ago, and we were like, oh, we're definitely gonna check this out. So finally, it came out, I believe, last weekend. I think
last weekend.
This weekend. So
December 2nd it came out.
December 2nd. Okay. Yeah. So, we checked it out this past weekend, and if you love John Wick, if you love Nobody, which Nobody is such an I think more people need to watch Nobody.
More Nobody, less John Wick. But I'm telling you, it's Die Hard. It's Die Hard and Home Alone and Nobody Had a Baby, and it's this movie.
yeah, that's the best way to say it. That is exactly what it is. So we're gonna get into our rating at the end. We'll get into some of the bad stuff, but let's start off with some of the good stuff, man. What are some of the good stuff you liked about this one?
The violence. It was so violent. Oh my goodness. David Harbour is great as Santa Claus. I liked it has Santa Claus backstory.
Yeah.
I wasn't always Santa Claus. Back in the 11th century, I was like a mercenary. I was a warrior.
Yeah.
Like, how did you get into that? I almost want to know how he got into Santa Claus from there. That just seems amazing. Like he's injured, deathly injured, and he wanders into a church, and Nicholas makes him into Santa Claus, and that's how he got into it. And he's married. He's been married for 11 centuries. That was awesome. I think the movie itself, there are some parts that are very B movie ish, but overall, just I enjoy the idea of Santa Claus in a Die Hard type movie, and even the little girl doing the Home Alone little things. I just enjoyed it.
Yes.
And it was so much more violent. It was
oh my God. The trailer, if you watch the trailer, it does not do justice on how violent this movie is. It does not. And it's not like gory violent like Kill Bill. It is definitely more comical.
They have some parts.
There are some parts. There was definitely some parts. Remove some of these things.
Yeah, me too.
For me, the Home Alone parts. Oh my God, me and my girlfriend could not stop laughing, and it was just like that's how much of a funny violent it was. You know what I mean?
It was almost comic book. It was comedic. Like it was just unbelievable violence. Like, come on, you really drop an anvil in his head. The best part is she just watched Home Alone for the first time because it's a little girl, so whatever. And then she, and it's very much like being a kid is like want to mimic the thing you just saw, but like I guess it's good. And she goes, "Oh, can I set traps like Home Alone?" And he's like, "Sure, whatever." You're like, he didn't know. And then like the bad guys seeing the traps and like, "Oh, blah blah blah." That's stupid.
And when he goes up that ladder, oh my God! So
right through.
me and my girlfriend both were like, "Oh!" Like it's just that reaction of like, "Whoa, what just happened?"
I was questioning, like, why didn't he just move the nail out the way? Why are you trying to go around the nail? Why don't you just move the stuff out the way or kick it to the side? Like, but he falls back down.
Home Alone. That they didn't do it in Home Alone. They just like decided to walk around things. It was very, very funny. I mean, it started off very violent.
And then the idea when he had the nail, he was looking up in his eye like, "Why is this? Like, why are you doing that?"
You already know what was happening. You have like, "Oh, it's gonna happen," and it still shocked me when it happened. I was like, "Oh," it was Home Alone times 10 with violence. Like, like, "Oh, you hit him with a paint can." Here's like, "Oh, the paint can impaled them," basically. You know what I mean? Like that's the difference. But I did not expect the Home Alone parody kind of thing. That was definitely the cherry on top of it all. But yeah, the violence was amazing. The ending, the way Santa Claus. Oh, I don't know if it's a spoiler. Santa Claus saves the day. I mean, I don't know if that's much of a spoiler. Like going into this movie, he's gonna save the day. What he did to John Leguizamo, I don't want to spoil that for anybody watching. Oh my God! Oh my God! I did not expect that.
It was Christmas magic, guys. Christmas magic.
Because I'm like, oh, he's gonna do this and that's gonna happen, and then part of it happened, and then
the other part was gone.
Yeah. Oh man, I mean, that was so much than I expected, and it was great. It was great. I hope, this might be spoiling. I hope we get a sequel, like you said, or a prequel, even,
or a prequel, so we understand where it came from. Because you know what? Let's say you talking about how much we like. What I didn't like is that I was really confused for the first 15 minutes about what the hell was going on and why was he drinking and was he really Santa Claus, and like what is his story and why is he chilling in the chair? Like what is going on? Like I didn't understand who he was and what was going on for a good minute, and I was like, if people are watching this, they might not give it a chance.
Yeah, I think because it sets it up really, really quick. So if you're late to the movie or you're still settling in as it starts and you miss the opening scene of him at the bar, or you're not paying attention, he puts it all out there though. So that was kind of like with me too, was like wait, what? And then I'm like, oh, okay. He's over it, but it's so quick, it's so quick, because then it cuts right into the action part of it all, but I enjoyed that part though, where it's him just over being Santa, like, he's drunk, like when the bartender sees him in the sleigh, he does the drive-by.
She's like all over her face. I was like, all right,
man.
Because I don't like seeing vomit. So
no, I think they should have done like candy canes and candy or stuff like that instead of like more actual vomit. Like they should have done like goofy vomit, like magical vomit or whatever.
You would think Santa Claus could hold his liquor a little bit better than that. I mean, right? Just saying, after the 11th century, you should be able to hold your liquor. Come on,
right? But yeah. But it was definitely it was really quick. So that's why if you miss it and you don't catch what's happening, because it cuts right into the violent bad guys doing bad guy stuff.
Like, so he's doing that, and then my confusion was that he was in their house and he was just sitting down drinking, and I was like, so is he going to put out presents? Like, what is he doing? Is this like another continuation? So I didn't understand what was happening in the movie for a while. And then once you got into the movie, you understood what was happening. So I'm not saying this is like the best written movie of 2022. This is not like a special movie, but if you like violence and you don't mind a Christmas backdrop, this is good.
Yeah, it's definitely the way. So one of the things I didn't like was, so the violence I liked, but I always hate when like the bad guys always kill the help. Like I'm like, really? I'm like, you killed that guy. He wasn't doing shit. Like,
he's just saying for the family. This
he's a security guard at the front door or at the front gate. I was like, what? You show him a gun, he'd be like, do whatever the hell you want. Just let me go. Like that guy ain't gonna turn you in. He got a family. Like, but just like them killing everybody. I was like, but it was really quick.
Yeah,
this was very quick, and then but that was like, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Everything is very fast, so before you have time to process what happened, you're already kind of like on to the next. Every single time, on to the next scene, on to the next killing, on to the next joke or whatever. So for me, I didn't mind it, but I could see why people might not like that part of it. That it was just too much, too quick. But
I think the other thing I didn't like was the fact that the henchmen, that these guys were like trained kill squad people, and they were so bad at killing people. It just didn't make any sense. Like it's a trained kill squad, and it was like the dude from the comic book store. Like it just didn't make sense. Like it wasn't.
Yeah,
these didn't look like trained killers, and they were it was like watching Star Wars and like, how are all these guys missing with every shot? Like, why are they shooting so bad? It just didn't make sense.
Yeah. Well, there's one scene where we first are introduced to John Leguizamo, and he's going after the grandmother of the family, and she has her bodyguards, and he says a joke or something like that, and the two guys are like, get him. You have guns. They're pointing, and he decides he wants to go punch him with the gun. And I was like, what? Like, that kind of stuff is always so stupid. I never get why they do that.
Even when David Harbour was like, he killed people from a kill squad. He killed them with his hammer. And every single time they looking at him with their gun, like, oh no, he's about to hit me with a hammer. And the movie should have been over.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but that's kind of like the hard thing is like, you need to make him win, but you need to make it look cool. But these guys have guns and like no one shooting. It's like I don't get it. But besides that, I mean, Santa had a hammer called Skull Crusher. That's epic. That was so epic. Even like I know we're talking about bad stuff, but one of my favorite parts too was when she finally gets in contact with Santa. And he's still kind of half drunk and just got his ass kicked, but won the fight. And he goes, "Oh, Santa, I'm gonna stick that coal so far up his ass." And when she says ass, she goes, "Oh, come on, you're on the nice list. Don't." And she goes, "Butthole." He goes, "Nah, that doesn't." He goes, "Anus." He goes, like, technically, but like that whole scene was just like, it's so funny because it's like I feel like that's something like a person would have with a kid, like don't say ass, but anus is like, well, it was just so funny.
There, but it's just,
So, and then it wasn't a joke overdone, but when they called it back later in the movie, you're like, it's funny. But yeah, the one thing besides violence, they didn't overdo anything else. Like one joke didn't get too much ran into the ground. I think they were good with that.
I will say also the family's acting, besides the little girl, the acting from the family, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Yeah. I don't know if because you hate them and they're not supposed to be good people, or
even the dad was a bad actor. It just didn't make sense. It was just terrible. Like, David Harbour was great. They should have surrounded him with better actors.
Yeah. But seeing him with the tattoos was really cool, and then cutting to him like in a Viking, kind of thing. I'm like, oh, what is this? That like that really like piqued me. I'm like,
see Santa with all these tattoos around. It was just so fun.
Yeah. So,
but overall, this is a fun movie. It's a fun, funny, enjoyable movie that you could just go and enjoy with your friends.
Yeah, definitely a goofy movie. Let's give it our rating. So here at Spoiler Kings, we do everything. We do things a little bit different. So we do now, later, or never. So now means you have to go drop what you're doing, go check it out right now. Later means you can wait to the streaming, wait, do the dishes and put it on while you do the dishes. And never means just skip it. Not worth the time. So what are you giving this one, Brian?
I really like this movie, but I still can't give it a now. This is a later movie. It's during the season. I feel like you have opportunity to go to movie theaters when you go and you already seen Avatar, you already seen Wakanda Forever, and you need to see something. This is gonna be a fun movie to go see, but it's not like you have to drop everything and go watch it right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just where I put it.
Yeah, I'm pretty much exactly the same, man. Exactly the same. After you saw Avatar for the 5th time, and you want to see something different, this is definitely a fun movie. It's just fun. If you like violence, you're gonna have a good time with it because it's like I said, it's not too gory. There are some gory scenes.
Yeah, there are some
gory scenes. He does some stuff with the ice skate that you're like, oh man.
And the star on top of the tree.
The star. Oh my god. Oh god, it's making me cry just because that was so stupid. But but yeah, I mean, definitely if you're a fan of Nobody, it's that type of violence. But I think Brian, you said it best when it's Nobody meets Home Alone meets Die Hard. I mean, it is legit those three movies combined. So yeah, but I'm gonna give it a later. It's not a now, it's not life changing, but it is gonna be a fun time in the theater for sure. Let me get rid of the banner. But yeah, any last thoughts, ideas, anything you want to say?
Just want everyone to understand. So this is a fun movie, but it's not a kid movie. There's kids in this movie. It's not a kid movie. So
yeah,
but just go with an open mind, enjoy what the experience, and go from there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Horgy came in. Said, I seen Black Christmas, so gory. Christmas deaths won't phase me.
No.
Yeah. This one
is the one with the tree star and the one with the icicle.
That's the ice skate. The one I was thinking about the ice skate.
I'm talking about the icicle.
The icicle, yeah.
And then if you don't want to see Santa get killed, that's not spoiler, guys. Trust me. What I'm saying is
it's really but if you've watched the trailer, it does not do it justice on how violent this movie. We see a guy exploding in the trailer. That is not even top 10 of the violent acts in this movie.
I forgot that he did that and he's went back. Oh, I gotta watch.
Yeah. I mean, the stuff we saw in the trailer, not even close, man. Not even close when it comes to the violence. So definitely, fun time at theaters. So but that being said, if you've seen it or going to see it, leave a comment. Let us know what you thought about it. Did you like it? Was it too much for you? Is it silly? Too silly? We loved it here. If you didn't, let us know. Tell us why you didn't like it, or tell us why you loved it. What was your favorite killing?
What's funny? In it? It's a 72% on Rotten Tomatoes. So most people are coming out enjoying the movie, enjoying it for what it is. It is what it is. It's not one. This is not. I'm not saying Spider-Man, who is the greatest comic book movie I ever seen.
Yeah.
Most people are walking down a movie theater. It's 88% from the audience. They love it because this is what it is. You know what you're walking into, and it doesn't disappoint.
Yeah. Where was it on Rotten Tomatoes?
So the tomato meter is 72%, and the audience score is 88%.
Okay. Yeah. I'm definitely leaning more towards the audience, but
yeah, me too.
Yeah, you know what you're getting with this one. It's called Violent Night. What do you expect? So, but yeah, definitely leave a comment. Let us know. Also hit that sub button. We're on our road to 1,000 subscribers now. We're trying to hit that 1,000 subscribers. And make sure you hit that like button so you let us know you like our reviews. And check out some of our other topics and other movie reviews. But that's it, man. Let's call it a night. Not a violent night.
This will be a silent one, but yeah, thanks for everyone coming in, checking us out, and yeah, definitely leave a comment. We really want to hear what you guys think about it. I think it's an interesting movie, so go watch it.
Yeah, but cool. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.
All right. Cool. Oh man, yeah, dude, this fucking movie had me rolling.
Oh, why are you laughing so hard?
Oh.
And David Harbour was the perfect person for it. He has the look, and he's so big. He's so gigantic. You gotta remember, Santa Claus is gonna be 6'11". It was just a big, jolly old dude.
Yeah, it's really cool how they see it. They make him kind of normal, and then there's times where he's bigger, and I'm that's really cool, But it's not really, well, I guess it's a little bit of a spoiler, so if you haven't watched it yet, but not enough magic though.
Yeah, well, it's obviously his magic is broken.
Yeah, because of the whole if you what is it? The Santa Clauses,
the Santa Clauses,
exactly. You start to lose the faith, or people stop believing you. Well, that's kind of a whole trope with Santa. Is no one believes in me anymore. So
they're too into their phones.
Yeah.
Are you generation?
that was another funny thing when he's tied to the chair and Boris or whatever his name, Braun, he keeps pulling out shit. He's like, it doesn't make any sense. Look at all this stuff.
He's reaching the bag. That was like it's only this big. He reaches in. And it's like
pulls out a guitar. Yeah. It was fun, man. It was really fun.
And when John Leguizamo finally realizes he's really Santa Claus, and he's even more intent on doing something to him, it was just
yeah. John Leguizamo was pretty good in this one. I give him that. He was really. I want to see what the
same John Leguizamo from John Wick.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot he was in it. Showdowns. No, I know there's a way to see how much money make
so far.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
So Violent Night was, I know it was second domestically. It's made $41.8 million. Really?
I got 42.4 million worldwide.
The budget is only $20 million, so it's already doubled its budget.
Yeah. It's been out for
10 days. 10 days.
Oh, see, here it has it domestically.
Domestic is past 26 million.
Yeah, it's past 26, but it has like how much it made each day, which I was looking for on Wakanda Forever.
Because it's only been out so many days.
Yeah.
Once you're out for 7 weeks, it's kind of harder to get that.
But it's not too bad, that the Friday night I guess it didn't do too well, but Saturday night, here goes daily. So 4 mil, 5 mil, Sunday night, 3 mil, $1 mil. But no one's really going to see movies.
Here's my point. If Violent Night made $1 million all these days of the week, what kind of Forever is going to make it? Just say it.
But it's also a new movie. That's my thing.
Yeah, but it's 10, 11 days in, it still made $2.4 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not on the same level. So it's going to make money.
Yeah. But it seems like it made most of its money that first opening weekend.
I mean, 2.4 is not that bad. Is it 2.4? And what's that? Is that 3.8? So
3.8 on the Saturday.
3.8, 2.4. That's not bad.
Yeah. And then the opening weekend made 4.8, 5.3, 3.2. And that's the Friday night, Saturday night is always a big one. Yeah, that's just domestic.
That's just domestic. So I'm just saying worldwide.
Oh, here you go. Here's weekend. So yeah, for opening weekend, 13 mil. Second weekend, 8 mil. So that's not bad.
Yeah, but $42 million already worldwide. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Can you imagine that? That's going to make $100 million. That movie's going to make $100 million.
It might get close. Yeah. It was a fun movie, man. It was a lot of fun.
Geek says MCU movies this past year have been more front loaded than in the past, which is true because I mean everyone that wants to go see it is going to see it early.
Yeah. And then you'll get some of the whales watching it. 2-3 weeks in a row and stuff like that. Yeah, on certain movies, but I gotta say, really, besides Love and Thunder, I really didn't see MCU movie more than once.
I think I saw all of them more than once. I didn't care. I didn't even care. Doctor Strange was not that bad the second time I watched it.
No, the second time I watched it was good. I should have went to the theater again to see it, but
that's why I realized I was like, a lot of this hate is because of the buildup, less because of the movie.
Yeah, well, with that case, yeah, for sure. Yeah, what are these damn bots?
Yeah,
so annoying.
Keep on coming.
It's annoying. Try to block them. But yeah, man, this movie was a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun. But yeah, Avatar for sure. Well, Thursday we'll talk Pinocchio. You said you haven't watched it yet, right?
Nope, I'm actually gonna watch it tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good to look at. I'll say it that.
Dude,
the story was okay.
Kids like it, or is it too hard to hold their attention?
There's a lot of adult themes in it.
The first Pinocchio had a lot of adult themes.
More so in this one.
Okay.
More so because in the other one, like, oh, they're in Italy, whatever, this one is like, oh, they're in Italy when Mussolini is in charge. You're like, oh, okay. So it's a very, just that alone is that plays a role in it. But yeah, they're it's more adult, but visually I think that might be able to hold them around for a while. Because visually it's really cool. It's really cool. Just the character himself, the actual Pinocchio, that was cool. So
guess I'm watching it tomorrow. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, and then it's a Del Toro movie. So if you've seen like Pan's Labyrinth, he knows he gets you in the emotions. Like all his movies, Hellboy 2, like definitely.
Hellboy's Hellboy 2 is one of my favorite like comic book movies. Like I loved Hellboy 2.
Yeah.
But that's just me, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, a lot of people are talking about this Oppenheimer, the new Christopher Nolan movie.
But it's supposed to be a big one.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think RDJ's in it.
He is?
I think so. I thought somebody said that. Oh shit! I don't think I ever made a tweet about this. Oh well. I just left it in my drafts. I never really made it.
Oh, about today?
About the show right now. Yeah, that's all right.
I put it on Facebook, but I didn't do anything else.
Yeah. Well, I should have to agree. That's why Brandon was with us for a little bit. But yeah. Friday's gonna be interesting. See how 3.5 hours.
Here we go again. You know what? This is it. This is in the stream. They're killing me.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I gotta put these in the bots. We have like auto block or something. But yeah, man, I don't think I got too much else going on. I mean, there's the stuff Letitia Wright said in the new
about yeah. I didn't read what she said though.
It's a video. It was John Boyega and her talking, and it was just a part of the whole end credit scene of the movie. It was fairly quick video. I think it was like a couple minutes.
What did she say?
That for her, the movie was about like rebirth and them having that character, is their way of having T'Challa and Chadwick live on, which I was like, yeah, but not really.
Yeah, I always say T'Challa's not Chadwick, guys. That's
yeah, that too.
It's not the same.
I didn't, I don't know if you want to watch it and we can talk about it on Thursday, but it's more of the same. It's more of the same stuff that they've been saying, So it's just like, oh yeah, we're proud of it because we think it's doing justice. If you say so. I think E-Man put it up on Facebook, and then I watched it, and I'm like, whatever they have to tell themselves to sleep at night.
Well, it's probably the truth for them, and that's why I stopped getting angry. I'm not angry anymore. Whatever.
Yeah, and I think I put that on there too. What you said, like, it wasn't made for fans; it was made for them and the cast, and that's what they have to tell themselves to sleep at night. But they made the movie at the cost of the fans, I think, and the box office shows this could have easily been another $1 billion movie, easily. And I think they thought that's why I say it's a failure, because they thought it was going to hit $1 billion without question. They're like, oh, this is $1 billion movie. We're good. And it's not.
I don't know. I think it's going to get close to it, and it's going to keep on getting momentum. It'll be close enough. If it does hit 900 million, they don't care, and they're fine.
No,
they know that they did what they.
Yeah.
They're going to follow it no matter what.
Yeah, I think they're good now, and that's, a lot of this too. Sorry. Damn mouse. Is you bring in Bast in another show, but this doesn't show up in Wakanda Forever. Like I would have much rather had Shuri meet this version of Bast than Killmonger. You know what I mean? Because then you could have connected.
Yeah, but they had to have Michael B. Jordan, because he can't do a movie without Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, that's without Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler is going to have Michael B. Jordan's going to be in the next whatever Marvel thing he does. It's going to be in that too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But even like Real with D Real, it's like she could have rejected Shuri like they did in the comics, but still gets the power even though she was rejected because a test and stuff like that. I think that would have played a little bit better.
She gets the flower, because she has the power, but when she goes to the plane, it's not right. It's like, no, you shouldn't be getting this right now. Yeah,
like you didn't do this naturally. You didn't do it the way you're supposed to do it. And I think you could have done it because in the comics she denies her because in the comics she's denies her for a different reason. I think Bast could have denied her for a different reason, like having like, oh, this is all fake
the hate
one.
Oh, I think all the hate in your heart. Are you doing this because of revenge?
Yeah.
Not because you really believe in me.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that would have been way more impactful because then her actually meeting their deity, like their god almost, would have been like kind of interesting, I think, because that would have changed her point of view going forward as well. It was like, oh, does she actually?
But she always says she doesn't believe.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, I believe in science, which is fine. But now you're meeting the God that your people believe in. That would have been so much cool. And then why introduce this character in a different show if you're not going to use it?
Because I believe that was in Ryan Coogler's original draft.
What's that?
For the second Black Panther, that T'Challa was going to meet Bad Boss.
Yeah.
And I think that's something they saw that and they took it and they put it in something else because of that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just here, if you wanted to watch it or not.
Yeah. Pull it
up. Less than 2 minutes.
Credit scene for me is another extension of the ways in which we wanted to honor Chadwick, especially the role of
Can you hear
T'Challa. And in the movie that Chadwick was written,
look at all those black men behind
before
him.
he passed, there was a journey of a father and son relationship.
Okay.
When reading this, I could sense that we had to find a way to just continue the legacy of T'Challa, of what T'Challa means to the world, especially to young black men, but to also allow for this feeling of forward movement and like a rebirth, a renewal. And that scene messed me up. I remember when we auditioned Beautiful Divine.
How many kids did you audition?
Just two.
Just two, okay.
They were both brilliant. And Divine came in and
that's his name, Divine.
His name is Divine.
Wow.
He had a little mohawk, little Chadwick mohawk. I was like, your mama know what you do.
No, he slightly looked like Chad as well. I can't lie, yeah.
There was a sensitivity about him. And it was just this feeling in the room that this was the kid. This was him. And I remember I hugged him. I told him I loved him and he did a good job. Little tears was running down his eyes and he left. And I was just like, me and Lupita kept looking at each other like, this is the kid. And I looked at Nate and Ryan. I said, this is him. And that scene is beautiful because it represents what the future will be. It represents, the ways in which we can continue the role of T'Challa for future generations.
Actors on actors.
Yeah, I watched a couple of actors on actors.
Yeah. So
the Brendan Fraser and
Adam
Sandler. Yeah, Adam Sandler.
That was a good one. Yeah, so that's what you said.
I mean, I understand what she's saying, but I think she doesn't see when you don't have the finished product. Sometimes you miss out on the things that you didn't realize you kind of brought out. So, like, I'm telling you, there's a comic book thing. There's the black men thing. It's the Wakanda weakness thing. It's the fact that you killed the entire family. It's just so many little things that, whatever.
Yeah,
I don't even want to go get mad at all over again.
Yeah, I think all of that is just a place of their emotion. Which I get why. Like I'm not saying I'm not trying to invalidate their emotions, but
they should have waited then.
Yeah. You don't make a decision on emotions because it's gonna be a bad decision. Always. You like it's always gonna be a bad decision because you're not thinking straight. So
but isn't that like the point? That's what we've been saying. Just wait. But it's even with our reviews. I like to watch them once, twice, kind of give it a chance. Let it kind of soak in. Decide what I really think about it.
Yeah. But hell, I don't know. But that little boy, he looked so happy. You know what I mean? Like,
he was really good looking little kid.
Yeah. Like in the pictures of him on the red carpet, doing the Wakanda Forever, sign and stuff like that. It was like you could tell that kid is on cloud 9. Like he's like, this is the life, And that's another thing is like a lot of these people are like, just because we want to see T'Challa back, they're like, oh, you hate the little kid? It was like, no, he was good.
He's cute.
I had no issue with him. Yeah. Like, oh, you hate women? Like, no. Like, I don't. Like, it's like I don't get why you like
you hate women.
They want to put blockages in front of everything so they don't have to deal with the reality of it. That's how I see it too. It's like, oh, if I say all these things that why you feel the way, then I don't need to get to the real reason of of what they're trying to say. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What you do is you keep on making people look like they're hating instead of listening to what the actual argument is.
Yeah. Well, there's like a perfect it's an old school tweet kind of thing where somebody said, in today's world, you could say one thing and somebody takes something completely else out of it. And his example was, I don't like pancakes. Right. And oh no, he goes, I like pancakes. And then somebody goes, well, why you hate waffles? It's like, that's not what I said. But that's what other people are like, oh, you do because of A, therefore B. And I'm like, that's not always the case.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I love pancakes doesn't mean I hate waffles. I just but that's what they're pulling out.
It's like what we said. Like I said, I wish they had more black men, strong black men in Wakanda Forever. Doesn't mean I hate having strong black women. That doesn't mean not the same thing. But I think it would be more like I like pancakes. So you like a slave person being the front face on a pancake box? Like, I like rice.
If you really want to get
fan, huh? That's what
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. But that's kind of what it is. But
isn't that's kind of what this is what the world is now with I love it and hate it at the same time, Yeah. Like I love that you have a voice, you can speak your opinion, you can do all these things. But then I hate the fact that there's always all this trolling, all these people that can try to turn your words against you and say, oh, you hate this person because of this. Like, no, guys, that's not at all it.
Yeah. So it is what it is. That's why it's like no one gets to take for what it is on face value. Like I want to argue about the recast, about T'Challa, and you want to bring in all these other arguments that get away from it. But that's something that everyone always does.
But you just kind of got to deal with it. That's just it is what it is, and that's the world we live in now. And we're old. That's just what it comes down to.
Yeah, but Yeah, I think Thursday we'll do that and then talk about some other stuff. Oh, there you
And
go.
then we can watch some trailers too, because we didn't watch any trailers.
Blue Beetle.
I like the fact that he has facial hair now.
So here you go. Here's Blue Beetle first plot synopsis. Recent college graduate Jaime Reyes, which was Solo Maradona. I don't know. Sorry, murdered his last name. Returns home full of aspiration for his future. Only to find that his home is not quite as he left it. Begins as he searches to find his purpose in the world. Fate intervenes with Jaime.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
that sounds like a good start.
It's super vague. I was like, okay,
that's what you want, right? I mean, you want it to be very, open to a lot of things. You can do a lot of different things.
Yeah, but I love that poster, man. That is like, I know a lot of people are talking about it, and that poster is pretty awesome. It just encompasses that character very well. Like shiny, the beetle, so you think ancient, but then it looks very new tech.
Very new. It actually looks like the beetle from was it the Mummy?
Oh yeah, well it's a scarab. So so it's kind of
a scarab.
Yeah. I think when I posted it on our Facebook group, my girlfriend she goes, they're doing a big bad Beetleborg. I was like, get out of here. Get out of here.
You should give her points just for being able to know that.
No, I know she knows that because I always talk about stuff like that. We're watching Power Rangers. I kind of forced her, and Lucas was just like loving it. He was just like staring at. I was like, yeah,
that's my boy.
we were watching obviously the Green Ranger saga of him first coming in evil. Like I'm like, oh, it's so good. It's like all these years later, it's still good.
The flute.
Yeah, so I was like, just loving it.
It's so good yet so sad.
Yeah, I know. But I think that's it, man. Anything else? We call it a night.
Yeah, no, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Trying to type in anything else that we missed out on.
There's always stuff. There's
a whole
Disney. I can't wait to go back to Disney in a couple of years because I think they're closing down Splash Mountain. Finally, I think on the the end of next month, they're closing it down. You know about that or no?
No, I'm actually sad. I'm like, you're like,
so I can't wait. I'm like, they're re-theming it. So it's the Song of the South kind of what is it, Briar Rabbit or whatever it is. Yep. So all that's gonna be gone. The ride's still gonna be the same, but it's gonna be Princess and the Frog.
Yeah,
so,
Princess
what's her name?
Frog.
Tatiana.
Princess and the Frog. Yeah,
Tiana. Tiana. Yeah. So it's gonna be kind of post the movie. So it's gonna be like a scene that like stuff is happening after the movie, kind of stuff. So,
I thought they were actually making a sequel to that.
I heard that too. So this might play into it as well, which would make sense. But it's all gonna be Princess and the Frog kind of themed. So you're gonna see a lot of Tiana, a lot of like the animals playing instruments and stuff like that. So
my daughter's going to lose their damn mind.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I hope to go to the Disney this year, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to because we got to open all these damn stores.
Oh yeah. I mean, if we go, I mean, he's gonna be a year old. So,
but the thing about taking Lucas now, you bring a grandparent and you can still do a lot of stuff you want to do.
Yeah.
This is probably your last chance. And I always say this is the time you want to take him places because he gets to travel. He's still potato, so you can kind of do whatever you want to do, and just be able to still enjoy. Because once he gets to the point where he's walking and talking and all that stuff, there's no more just enjoying. Oh man, we just need to close the show. We can still talk.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right, let's get out of here. Appreciate everyone hanging out. All the good Derpy, Cult Lords, House of Nerd, Brandon, the Horror Geek. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate all you guys. Thank you. And we'll see you guys on Thursday. Some more another review and some more stuff.
Thanks,
Later.
guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.